5 simple habits that can help you improve your English. These habits are something that's going to be powerful for your English improvement. Hello, everybody. How are you all? Hope you're doing great. So, welcome back to another session of learning English and improving your English speaking skills with me. In today's session, I'm going to tell you 5 simple habits that you can include in your day-to-day routine to improve your English speaking skills. Now, habits are very important. Why? Because it's something that you include in your lifestyle. That means English can become a part of your lifestyle, which will make things quite easier for you. So, are you all ready for this? I'm Liba, your CELTA-certified English language tutor, certified by the University of Cambridge, UK. And before we begin, please subscribe to the channel so that you can get all the lessons I post for you. Please like the video and share it with your friends too. Now, coming back to today's lesson. 5 simple habits that you must include. Habits that are going to help you improve your English speaking skills. These habits are quite simple. Why am I saying simple? Because you can include them in your day-to-day routine. Now, these are habits that you must practice. They must be a part of your lifestyle. Whatever you're doing, it's different from your challenges. If you are already taking one of my challenges, for example, the 6-week challenge or the 30-day challenge, that is something you do apart from this. A challenge has a fixed time. Habits can be taken up at any point of time in your day because they are part of your daily routine. They are a part of your lifestyle. You are going to make English your habit. So, let's begin with all the 5 habits that I have for you. Habit number 1. 10 minutes of English speaking every day. 10 minutes of English speaking every day. Now, this is supposed to be your English speaking practice as well as speaking in the real environment. I'm not just talking about your English speaking practice where you're doing your speaking practice and that's it. No, I'm not just talking about your speaking practice, not at all. I'm also talking about your real-life English speaking. A lot of times we focus totally on the speaking practice, thinking this is what we're supposed to do. We are practicing. But I see a lot of people who miss out on speaking English in real-life situations because they're waiting for a better opportunity to improve themselves, improve their skills, and then they would start speaking English in real life. Remember, 10 minutes of English speaking, both as a part of your practice and in real-life situations. So, you're going outside, you're going out with your friends, you're talking to your colleague, you're talking to your classmates, right? You have to speak in English. 10 minutes of English speaking. Track your time. How much are you speaking in English in the real world? In the real world, you should at least, at the minimum, give 10 minutes of speaking. You should have that conversation with somebody. And I'm saying continuous conversation. I'm not saying that you speak 4 or 5 lines with somebody, and after 2 or 3 hours, you meet somebody else, and with that person, you're having a conversation and throwing English here and there. 10 minutes of continuous English conversation. 10 minutes of continuous English speaking. Okay? That is the time period that I want. So, for the next 10 minutes, you're going to speak in English with somebody. That must be your goal, a habit that you need to develop. Also, you have to spare 10 minutes out of your day. It can be your break, It can be your lunch break. It can be before going to bed. It can be right in the morning, whenever you get time. 10 minutes of speaking practice. That's your solo speaking practice. How to do your solo speaking practice for that you have various techniques, and I would want you to go watch this lesson of mine. 4 solo practice techniques to improve your English speaking fluency. So, you can take any one of the solo practice techniques and practice speaking. Speaking is important because we are learning English to speak. Why do we learn a language? To communicate. And speaking is one of the most important aspects of communication. You speak in everyday conversations. That's why we are learning English. To be able to fluently carry out that particular everyday conversation. Maybe at the workplace, maybe around the neighborhood, with your friends, at college. Whatever your purpose is, you have to fulfill that by speaking English in some kind of social setup for communication. And for that, you have to speak. So, 10 minutes of speaking practice is a very important habit. Habit number 2. Listen on the go. Listen on the go. What does that mean? Basically, on the go means while you're commuting or while you are traveling, doing something while you're moving from one place to another. For example, from your home to your workplace, from your home to your college, from your college to another place, maybe another learning center. You're going to a part-time course, and you're traveling between the 2 colleges or 2 institutes, right? So, that particular commute time must be utilized. And this commute time is great for listening to content in English. You can listen to a lot of things. You can utilize this particular time in a great way to improve your listening skills. See, listening is very important because that is how you consume good content in English. Also, you consume the good patterns of speaking. Pay attention. I'm saying patterns of speaking. That means your pronunciation, your intonation, your rhythm, and also your sentence structure. So, how to form that particular sentence structure. How to fit in the vocabulary, the word that you are learning, into a sentence. How to pronounce particular words. Everything is covered when you listen. So again, I'm saying patterns of speaking. That includes everything. Sentence structure, rhythm, intonation, pronunciation. And you will be able to recognize those good patterns of speaking. These patterns help you speak later on. When you listen to good patterns of speaking, you're able to also include or inculcate that into your own English speaking. And that's very important. You know, if you listen carefully to something, you are going to improve in many areas of your English. So, listening is very important, and this commute time is actually going to waste, right? It's an idle time for you. But if you use this particular time to listen to English, you can utilize your other time more efficiently. For example, you have a specific study time. Now you can do other tasks in that time because you've already covered listening while you were on the go during your commute. You can listen to YouTube videos, podcasts, audiobooks, fiction, nonfiction, essays, whatever you prefer. Songs can uplift your mood, they are stress busters. So you can utilize this particular time to improve your listening skills and also improve your English. A great habit. Listen on the go. Habit number 3. Create an English environment. Now, habit number 3 is to create an English environment for yourself. That's very important. Creating an English environment around you. This is a technique that would help you gain native-like quality in English. How do you learn your native language? Because you have the environment of that particular language around you. And that's very easy for a child to grasp, because the child is constantly exposed to the language. It's in the child's environment. That's why children are able to grasp their native language so fast. Whether it's French, German, Spanish, Thai, Telugu, Tamil, whatever your native language is, you're able to learn it quickly because of that constant exposure. Grasp it because you have been constantly exposed to this language since childhood. And why was there such an extreme level of exposure? Because you had that particular environment. You listened to the language, you interacted with the language a lot. Same thing we have to do with the English language. We have to create an English environment. Now, for that, what you can do is dedicate an English-only place at your home. You can surround that particular area, that corner of your home, with English content. So you can keep a lot of English books, comics, or things to watch in English. Maybe movies. If I'm going to watch a movie, I'm going to watch it in English. If I'm listening to a particular song, I'm going to listen to it in English. I'm only going to listen to English songs whenever I am in that particular area of my house. So, you can do that. In this way, you're creating an English environment. That means you're exposing yourself to English. And when you do that, you're able to naturally acquire English a lot faster. If you create that particular environment around yourself, you'll see a great improvement. You're reading the newspaper? Read that in English. You're interacting with anything through a particular medium of language? Switch that to English. This will create an English environment around you, which is very important. And this is, again, a lifestyle change. Like I'm saying, habits are a part of your lifestyle, your daily routine. You don't have to give extra time to them because they become a natural part of your day. You just go about your day, and you're also dedicating time to improve your English without actually taking out extra time or making extra efforts. If you include everything as a part of your daily routine, it's going to be very easy for you to improve your English. So, create an English environment around yourself. Habit number 4. Record vocabulary. So, a lot of times, we interact with a lot of new words. We come across a lot of new vocabulary. You're learning words, right? You might be learning 3 words per day, 5 words per day, or maybe 10 words per week. Whatever your schedule is for learning vocabulary, you're interacting with a lot of words. And often, I've seen that people forget them. Do you also forget them? Do you also struggle to recall them? Got it. So I'm not just saying, learn vocabulary. I'm saying, record vocabulary. That means, whatever word you're learning, you need to record it. You need to pick up any kind of journal like I have with me, okay? Open it. Record the word. Recording vocabulary means you're writing the word down, because you can forget the word, but if you have that written record of the words you've interacted with, the new words that you come across, you'll be able to go back, revise, and replenish your memory with those words, because they're there with you in the record. Plus, The process of recording the vocabulary also solidifies that particular word in your memory. It helps you memorize the word, and it also helps you understand the word, because you're not just writing down the word, no. When you record vocabulary, you're also writing down its meaning and example sentences. Now, example sentences help you to understand the context in which those words are used. That's why recording vocabulary is very important. So, whenever you interact with a new word, come across a new word, record it. Maybe at the end of the day, you can check out the meaning and write the example sentences. I'm not saying that you have to write the meaning and example sentences right then and there. Maybe you're traveling by metro, for example, and you see a hoarding, and on that hoarding there's a word written that's new for you. You check it out, just write it down. Maybe at the end of the day you can check the meaning and everything. But make it a habit that as soon as you come across a new word somewhere, you record it somewhere. Either you can record it digitally on your smartphone, or you can record it in a vocabulary diary or journal. You can say, I prefer writing it down in a vocab diary. Why? Because once you write it down with your hand, that pen and paper method, it helps you solidify that word in your subconscious mind. Like I've said, typing also helps, but I think the traditional method of pen and paper works like magic. It works like magic. So, record vocabulary, whatever new words you're learning, whatever new words you come across in your day, start recording them and see the difference. Habit number 5. Watch, watch, and watch. Well, habit number 5 is to watch, watch, and watch. Watch English content. Yes, watching English content. Something? Try watching it in English. You want to watch the news? Watch it in English. You want to watch something for entertainment? Watch some English web series or some kind of English movie. You have to watch an interview? Watch it in English. Switch your medium of watching content to English. You have to watch a lot of content in English if you want to improve your English, because this helps you again with your pronunciation, the way you speak, and also, it's a great way to consume natural English. You're consuming English, and it's very important to consume English in order to create it. Creation is what speaking is, right? When you speak, you create English. So if you want to create English, you have to consume it too. You have to consume English. Watching helps you. Why? Because it is engaging a lot of senses. You are listening, which means your auditory sense, your ears, is included. You are watching it with context. There's a particular scene. There are characters. You can see their facial expressions, their hand gestures, their body movements, all of which add to the context. Now, all these things add up to the context, right? And that's why watching, visualization, your visual sense is also included. Together, the combination creates a very powerful impact on your subconscious mind when it comes to learning English. Because English is somewhere getting fed to your subconscious mind. Everything that you're watching is going there, with context. So it's very important for you to watch content in English. It can be 10 minutes in a day, 30 minutes in a day. It's up to you. It depends. It's all up to you. How much time you want to dedicate to English. How much time you want to dedicate to watching content in English, basically. So, minutes in English. That's fine. You want to watch an episode consisting of 40 to 45 minutes in English. That's up to you. You can break up a movie if you want to watch a particular interview of 10. I've also suggested it in my previous videos that you can take up a movie and break it up. You can divide it up, just like a web series. That is what you can do if you're not getting time to watch a full movie of 1 hour 40 minutes or 2 hours. If you're not getting that much time, break it up, watch it in chunks, and this is going to help you a lot. But remember, watch content in English. So these were the 5 simple habits. 5 simple habits that can help you improve your English. These habits are something that's going to be powerful for your English improvement. You can include them in your day-to-day routine easily and improve your English. There are more such habits that I've suggested. There are many more lessons on English speaking habits, habits to improve English. There's a complete playlist. You can go check it out. Check out the playlist for more lessons. So do check out all the previous lessons too. Include all the habits that I've told you today, all the 5 habits, in your routine and see the magic. So that's all for today. That is all. And I'm going to meet you again with a new lesson. Till then, everybody, take care and bye.